These shoegazers are the perfect incarnation of what shoegaze revival is. What's up mga ka-eksena? Welcome to my world.
Elmer's world!
No, not that world. Elmer's world, where we vlog about music and subculture in our local scene here in the Philippines, or what we call OPM. It is my favorite season of the year, fall season or spooky season. Perfect for being awestruck, staring blankly on a window on a rainy day, brooding, drinking coffee, and listening to some shoegaze dream pop music. Speaking of shoegaze, we've learned about shoegaze in my previous video, like dream pop, which is pretty much the same. This kind of music is perfect for daydreaming for its non-trippy psychedelic sound. The distant sounding melodies and ambient instrumentation kinda gives off that moody, melancholic vibe. Perfect for brooding in a rainy day. Pretty much anything that sounds like this. Here is a little bit of shoegaze history. Shoegaze is identified with dream pop, however, has a more disconnected sound. Shoegaze previously arose in the UK during the last part of the 1980s, with the ascent of gatherings, for example, Sonic Youth and commotion rock gatherings. The class was named shoegaze on account of the craftsmen, including with the class were continually looking down at their shoes, where a variety of guitar pedals would unavoidably be shown to give each band the mutilated resonated shoegaze sound. The profound focus the craftsmen put into making the marked shoegaze sound is without a doubt meant audience members in the reflective, weighty immersion of the music. The textural contrast among shoegaze and dream pop is clear in the heavier, noisier, all the more impressive guitars and twisted sound. The instruments are more climactic than in dream pop, regularly proceeding for a time frame without any vocals over the top of them. While components like synthesizers and reverb are still regularly used in this sort of music, shoegaze sounds harsher, grainier, and grungier than dream pop. Notwithstanding, the two classes are exceptionally trial in their sound, and shoegaze can go from seeming like old hallucinogenic stone to electronic music. The vocals in shoegaze are less articulated than in dream pop and are dealt with more like instruments than the bleeding edge focal point of shoegaze sounds. Shoegaze is typifying and ethereal. Paying attention to it feels powerful and places audience members in a daze. The absolute most striking shoegaze groups incorporate Ride, Curve, Slowdive, Mazzy Star, the Jesus Mary and Chain, and the poster group for all of shoegaze, which is yeah, you got it right, My Bloody Valentine. An article from Alt Press about this shoegazer states, the undisputed kings and queens of shoegaze, from guitarist Kevin Shields, whammy bar and strumming technique, to Belinda Butcher's sweet vocals, My Bloody Valentine are the flashpoint that started it all. 1988's Isn't Anything was the record that forecasted their mix of tangled pop and guitar noise. But it was the follow-up 1991's Loveless that was an absolute milestone in underground rock. The album married the fey aspects of indie pop to the complete maelstrom of alien guitar noise. During You Made Me Realize, they would play one chord anywhere from 10 minutes to half an hour. Their frustratingly long absences without new music are enervating, but their last three albums are so life-affirming. We really have no reason to complain. Filipino shoegaze pioneers are the band called HICCUP, which guested on an episode of the 90s talk show Martin Late at Night.
When you need him, huh? I don't understand this terminology. Now, the first song you ever composed, can you give us a sample? Did you record the very first song you ever composed?
Well, yeah, we did. It was included in the first album.
Shout out to their fans, but there are a couple more newer bands emerging on the scene that established a fresh take on the genre and set off its revival. I am surprised to know that there are a multitude of shoegaze/dream pop artists in the Philippines. You might as well want to give them a listen on a gloomy Saturday morning. Check out Alimbukad and Alpas. Both are compilation albums containing different Pinoy shoegaze artists. I've only included a few of them here on this list. Now before we begin, I would just like to tell you that the bands that I'm going to talk about in this video are mainly recommendations. Some of them are popular, in my opinion are similar to the aforementioned artists, not being considered rip-offs by any means. If you know of any Pinoy shoegaze/dreampop artists that are not on this list, let me know down in the comments section below. Shout out to all MBV fans. Now if you listen to my Bloody Valentine, you should listen to these bands.
I'd rather say goodbye than forever live on with a yes, yes lie. What did you want me to look
I have previously featured this band as an honorable mention. Taken by Cars is an indie rock band described as a mix of electro, new wave, and shoegaze. They started off as a more danceable rock with their debut album and slowly transitioned into more of a dreamier shoegazy sound. Here's a little bit of bio from towerofdoom.net. Taken by Cars are an alternative rock band best known for their two albums, Endings of a New Kind and Dualist. The band's genre is also described as synth rock, indie rock, and shoegaze. The band consists of singer Sarah Marco, guitarist Bryce and Derek Chua, bassist Isa Garcia, and drummer Brian Kong. Thanks to their dedicated fanbase and crossover success, Taken by Cars are arguably the best-known band in Party Bear Records' artist roster. Taken by Cars is recognized the first Filipino band to perform at the prestigious South by Southwest or SXSW Festival in Austin, Texas. Their latest album, Plagues, is a dreamy roller coaster. You should give it a listen. Got that Simon and Garfunkel feels in this band, but surprisingly, like them, Outer Hope is a duo dream pop musician. The name Outer Hope suggests the overall theme of their songs. Outer Hope is a dream pop duo composed of siblings Micaela and Michael Benedicto. Formed in the summer of 2004, their sound drew from ambiguous recollections and shared references of early childhood in 1980s Manila. In recent years, they have taken a more electronic approach in composition and production, reintroducing their recurring themes of remembrance and loss. Their latest LP, Vacation, their first US release, is dedicated to the late future fiction author Luis Katigbak, Micaela's former partner. The record alternates between vocal and instrumental tracks, providing a shifting backdrop of scenes that suggest indefinite timelines, people suspended between the real and the imagined, and encounters that may or may not have occurred. No End in Sight is one of my favorites among their songs. The melodies has that melancholic vibe that also sounds like a ray of hope. Can dream pop make you sleepwalk? If it does, then it might be a Sleepwalk Circus. Here is a little bit of info from their Facebook page. Sleepwalk Circus is the belief in moving through life with eyes closed. Currently on its sixth circus, the band is a quintet artists feeding off each other in the ring, putting on a show that can range from daydreams, false awakenings, lucid moments, healing sounds, recurring dreams, as well as nightmares. Sleepwalk Circus consists of contradicting, genre-apathetic, effects-driven sound guided by mental counting, unnecessarily metaphorical, obsessive, compulsive people, often described as a working Frankenstein of music genres. Audiences have commented that the band's sound falls somewhere within the alternative, post-rock, shoegaze, newgaze, dream pop, math rock, Venn diagram of sound. 2010 saw the release of their debut album, Great Secret Show, which earned them picks, recommendations, and recognition from various media outlets as well as numerous nominations from different award-giving bodies. This includes a win for Francis and PV for NU107's last 2010 Best Guitarists Award as well as NU107's Best Album Packaging Award. With the rising shoegaze revival right now, with newer takes on the genre's sound, Sleepwalk Circus can be one of those. The band's sound, in my opinion, can also be categorized as soft grunge, pretty much a more softer take on the sad boy pop-punk genre, closer reminiscent to bands like Turnover, Citizen, Title Fight, Basement, Tiger's Jaw, and Balance and Composure. Not this sports event, but their music feels like a Fernway of Russia's capital city, Moscow. Moscow Olympics is a mystery for me. It got my attention during my first listen. The distant feel of the singer's voice is kind of dragging, very dreamy and ambient. And since the band is underground, my curiosity led me to research them. And here is a rare article posted on Obscure Sound. Moscow Olympics are one of the groups on the scene that appears poised for international success. Already generating substantial buzz in their homeland, the five-piece formed during the summer of 2006 and immediately drew comparisons to the likes of Northern Picture Library, Blue Boy, and Slowdive for their fused implementation of shoegaze and post-punk. It is certainly not your standard fare of dream pop, though, as the expected aspect of repetition in shoegaze is substituted for serenely intricate structures that provide a high degree of unexpected twists and turns throughout each song. As far as the separation between the two genres, the group's vocal delivery is undoubtedly within the realm of shoegaze. What backs it up is a plethora of bustling instrumentation whose progressions highly resemble rhythmically inclined post-punk, yet with a polished, reverb-heavy form of production that brings the listener back to their shoegaze roots. In accustomed form, reverb droning riffs, heavy distortion, and plenty of tremolo are expectedly present without managing to be overly predictable or stylistically desperate. If you want to have a listen to their overall vibe, check out their album, Cut the World. and now we're down to Sonnet 58. Not a Shakespearean sonnet, but a shoegazer group usually plays at 70s bistro. This band is usually in line with the band Skies of Ember. There is not much of an information about them even on their Facebook page, but all I can say is that their new LP Crossing Oceans is available now and you can order via Bandcamp. Link is on their Facebook page. Sonnet 58 is killing it right now. These shoegazers are the perfect incarnation of what shoegaze revival is. In this gloomy season, there's no perfect thing to do but to jam some shoegaze and dream pop music. Support OPM, support some bands that I've mentioned in this video. Support some albums like Alimbukad and Alpas. Links will be down below in the descriptions. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Now if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, comment down for a shoutout, share, follow me on my socials, the link will be down below in the descriptions. Subscribe to my channel and click the bell button for more updates on my upcoming videos. If you want to know more about the music scene here in the Philippines, you can watch my other videos here and here. That's it for this video. I'll see you next time.